Well, hi, this is Jeff from the Ozark Mountains. That's in Missouri, in the USA. Well, we're sitting over here at the retro kitchen table turned to retro computer table, so that can only mean one thing. That's right, it's time for another Ferengi Friday. Ferengi Friday is where we take a look at all the recent acquisitions that have made their way into the shop. I think today we'll start with this here box. So, grab yourself a black hole or a black cup of coffee and let's get started. Thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this episode. They offer an excellent quick-turn PCB prototyping service, which now has a free upgrade to the 150-160 temperature range. They also offer a wide range of services that allow you to go from idea to a finished product, including CNC machining, 3D printing, injection molding, PCB assembly. Go on over to PCBWay.com/OEM to find out more. Well, what do we got here? This is a box from a friend. Oh my goodness. I knew about one thing he was talking about sending, and this box is plumb full of stuff. Lots of miscellaneous goodies. I love these type of boxes. It's like when you're at an auction and they get down to this last few boxes of miscellaneous stuff at the end that you buy for $1 or $2. You never know what's in there. It's just exciting to look through them and see what type of miscellaneous stuff is in there. So let's have us a look. This is some multicolored somethings. Oh, that is a ink pad, I think. Let's see. That it is. It's kind of dried up, but that is an ink pad. Huh, I've never seen one like that before. Very neat. It's a nice little colorful thing there. DK Encyclopedia of Space and the Universe, the ultimate multimedia guide to the universe for ages 10 and up. I almost qualify. Visit your own virtual observatory. Oh yeah, CDs like this were the thing when they came out. You could get megabytes and megabytes on one CD using QuickTime. Using your PC, Windows 95 and 98. May have to set up a virtual machine just to try this out. The Salty Dog Cafe on Seabrook Island. Well, that cozy won't fit my coffee, but it'll sure fit a soda. And, oh, I love these things. I use these for like holding the tabs on Commodore 64s when I'm gluing repair tabs on. All sorts of things like that. They're even good for paper. No glare lenses. Oh, that's a lens cleaning pad. Oh, an adapter for drive cables. I still have a box of these things and they still come in handy. Sometimes you just need one connector and a bit of wire. Sometimes you wind up needing the adapter. That might be for tapping a fan in. Stuff like that is always handy. And a battery holder. 4D cells. Nifty. Some earbuds. My daughter had a cat that loved eating earbuds and USB cables. I do not have a set of USB cable or set of earbuds left in the house because that silly cat would eat them all. Cost, that's even a good brand. Oh, these were the thing back in the day too. A cover for your laptop. I wonder what that fit. Huh. Let's see. A PC fan, 12 volts, 190 milliamps. It's about an 80 millimeter. You know, I was wanting for an 80 millimeter fan a few months ago, and I didn't have one. And here's one right now. So now I've got one for the next time. Oh yeah. Okay, this is something he built. It is a project he put together, and he put in this little plastic box. It gives you 4 virtual drives from an SD card on an Epson PX8. Nifty. Yeah, he was just kind of getting into making electronics projects, and he put this together. Flashlight, Sharpie marker. Rubber rings. I don't know. Those are neat though. Wonder what I could use this for. See, something like this I'll stick in a drawer, and 10 years from now I'll need something like that, and there it'll be. I also have a box of phone cables like this, and they still come in handy. Wire ties, or twist ties. I prefer these to rubber bands for bundling up cables like this, because rubber bands will rot over time, like this guy did. The wire ties do not do that. A little keychain light. I have a couple of these thrown in my desk drawer at work because sometimes they come in handy. They're nice and small and they can get in a tight space when you need to look something. Okay. Now what's actually in the bottom here is the reason he sent this whole mess. This rest of this stuff was just for fun. Oh, we've got a parts list here. So here is a partially dissected Model 100 RAM module, but these are still good for the RAMs. I've got some I need to fix that have bad RAMs, and I just dropped that one on the floor. That will come in very handy. Fan screws, something else that comes in handy when you need one. There it is. And this is the parts list. And he was wanting to make an expansion board for the Amstrad PPC 512-640, so he ordered some extra board and parts and sent them to me. So here we have the connectors and caps. There's probably some chips in there. Yep, nice black silk screen, so it plugs into the expansion port on the back of the Amstrad and gives you some ISA slots. Now I actually have some old ISA I/O boards. They've been like industrial I/O boards, so that might be something fun to do with that machine. And this might be more miscellaneous stuff here. Oh my goodness. That is a brand new micro drive. Now is that one that was, oh my gosh. There's 3 of these guys. The Electronics Gold Mine. Okay, these were surplus. This is the type used in the work slate, perhaps. You know, the switch just fell off there. The Epson PX8 NHX20 use a similar one. Yeah, this looks really similar to the Epson HX20, because this is a little switch that senses when the door's closed, and it goes here. Oops, sorry, you probably couldn't see it. This is a little switch that senses when the door's closed, and it mounts here and is actually soldered to the circuit board. I do think that is an HX20 cassette mechanism. It's the guts to it anyhow. Wow, 3 of those, brand new. I mentioned the Electronics Gold Mine had, you know, bought hundreds of these or something surplus. Got a little box in today. It must be Italian. It's marked Fragile. I think this is a calculator I got from Facebook. Oh, there we go. Just throw all that on the floor. Oh, a little label. Oh, there it is. It's on this side. Sharp. This is kind of like an all-encompassing sleeve type of thing, but you know, it's a Sharp. This is a bit scuffed up EL5100S scientific calculator. This matches the book I got the other week. This is not dented or anything. I think this plastic will polish up pretty good, and really it's just mostly dirty. But you can see it works. And so there's no enter on this. Oh, it's in AER mode, comp mode, stat mode. So can we do 24? Okay, 4 plus 3 equals 7. Okay, I can add, finally. Yeah, so I wonder if these are memories, programmable memories over here. I'm not really sure how to use this particular model. It uses 3 batteries made in Korea. It's got a reset button. There are no expansion connectors on this thing, so you cannot save your programs externally. Anything you type in here lives in here until you change the batteries, and then it's gone. So, well, one good thing is I've got the fancy book for this thing now, so I'll be able to learn a little more about it and see how it works. Pretty nifty. Okay, I kind of pre-opened this a little bit because it was wrapped up within an inch of its life with tape. You can see through the bubble wrap it has something to do with Sharp, and it's small, so you're going, oh God, Bert, that's another pocket computer. Oh, nice. A little plastic bag. I've got one of this particular model of Sharp, but this came with the manuals, which is what got my attention. Computing the Sciences, Applications for the Sharp EL5503 Scientific Computer. Oh, it's got all sorts of programs, statistical stuff. Good shape. It's been used, but in good shape. And then we've got the Sharp EL5500 manual. You can see this has been used quite a bit. It's got, oh, a program printout. MD500 weight and balance. Temp conversion. Oh, that's pretty slick. Some of these programs. So, anyhow, I really kind of bought this just for the manuals because I already have one of these. In fact, I have this sitting on my desk. Oh, hey, this even works. I've got one of these sitting on my desk, and I use it all the time for balancing the checkbook and a quick figure of this and that. This particular one has been used a lot. It's a little dirty, a little scuffed up. I think we could probably clean it up and make it look a lot better, but it does look perfectly functional. So, that is excellent. Oh, somebody wrote on here what batteries it takes even. So, nice. So I guess I'll clean this up and have a spare, or maybe pass that on to somebody else that's needing one. I should do an episode someday about this particular unit and the printer and cassette interface and that type of thing. It's a nice little pocket computer slash scientific computer. The only thing that really lets it down is the key feel. It's not real clicky, but other than that, it works great.
And this is a newcomer, a new brand.
So I've got a thick plastic bracket here that says Panasonic. That's a Shida electric company, made in Japan. Panasonic handheld computer. A piece of brown paper there, that's interesting. Instruction for use. Wow, look at that. That is a hefty thing. It's got a little scratching on the bezel there. A little hand strap, but it's got some heft to it. Kind of a strange keyboard. An alarm. It's a little sticky as well. Belonged to Gale. An on-off switch. Power source. NiCad rechargeable batteries. Plug-in ROM sockets. Oh man. That means there's a NiCad pack in here, which could have, yeah, it's dead. Expansion port. So, odds are the NiCad pack may have done some damage on the inside. And I suspect this little plastic doodad is to go like that. That is a really wide carriage printer for a pocket computer. It's got a little thumb wheel for paper feed. Well, that's curious, isn't it? Big old card edge connector there. Power source, NiCad rechargeable batteries. Ah, look. It's owned by Farm Bureau Insurance. Yep. Back in the day, pocket computers were used a lot for calculating insurance, and like when you go to buy a car at the car dealer, that type of thing. Well, that is quite a rugged little unit. That's kind of impressive. It's got some heft to it. And the way it slips in that little plastic deal is kind of nice too. Nice big space button and enter. Well, we've got another big box from Japan, courtesy of Zen Market. And it's been sitting here more than 2 weeks. I've been afraid to open it. I got a little carried away bidding. And then I thought, well, what if it's not in as good a shape as I hoped it was? You know, rose-colored glasses and all. So, there is only one way to find out though. We'll go ahead and open it up. There is one big pocket computer set in here and one small one. The small one was inexpensive, the big one was not. Hence my apprehension. Okay, in order of size from smallest to largest. We have a Casio PB200, a little scratched up here. It works. So this is like the PB100 but with a data bank, I think. 2.3 kbytes. Big RAM. 1.5 kbytes in there. A little beaten up, but it wasn't very expensive and it had a lot of accessories with it. Okay, and we have the FA3 cassette interface. This is in good shape. It's still got the little cover there. The lock and free button. Battery compartment looks good. No worries. Okay. This is quite heavy. I don't remember what this is. I guess that's what I get for letting things set for... Oh, this is a small data set that somebody had used with a pocket computer. This is a Sharp branded cassette deck. Got some wear on it. Looks pretty clean inside. Oh yeah, this has had batteries left in it. There's battery juice all over it. Oh, maybe not. That looks nice and clean in there. So this just needs a cleaning up, I guess. Maybe it had something spilled in it. It is a CE152. Nice. Okay, we've got a little bit of a split seam here. This thing is pretty heavy. It's another pocket computer in an attaché case. Remember that PC 1500? Well, this is its younger sibling of the PC 1600 system. And as you can tell, it's got a little tiny baby disk drive. Okay. So far, I'm not super disappointed. They did a good job packaging it all up. Okay. Some paper. Okay, look at the small accessories first. This is the paper for the printer. That's a good size printer. It's got a shaft that goes through it. Kind of looks like it might be thermal paper. Got some more discs still in their sleeve. Some type of RAM module instructions. Pocket disc, pocket disc. Okay, for those of you that can read Japanese, little pocket disc size storage container. Oh no, look, we have the colorful pins, so we've got the same type of printer but a larger size that's in the PC 1500 set. Here we have some type of ROM module, I'm guessing. Yeah. So in case anybody recognizes the writing on there, those are the cassette wires that's in there with the pins. Oh, a stand for the paper. 4K byte module. I think that's the same as the PC-1500. This is a pin for the printer, loose one. A 32K byte program module with backup battery. Zany software. Another program module. A ROM. Another Zany software. Is that the company that makes transmissions and stuff for cars? We've got some more disc. I think these range in date from 88 to 90. Okay, and the lovely PC-1600. Okay, there is a little discoloration on the top and here. It's not as bad as I feared. The pocket disk drive. The printer. Ah, that's a nifty pin storage spot. There's actually a couple different sizes of these pins. There's a larger one that they used in the typewriters that use these. Yeah, there is definitely some discoloration on this. And I'm sure now that the CE152 tape recorder was for this guy. The top of the PC-1600K looks nice. But yeah, we can see discoloration here. This is from battery vapors. But it's not as bad as I feared. There is a RAM module here. And they showed pictures of this. You can see there's battery corrosion in there. It's not as bad as I thought it might be from the pictures. So may have got lucky and this will actually work. Let's get this thing out of here, which means this thing's probably going to have NiCad batteries in it too, which will have to be addressed. See, there's nothing really here on the bottom. It's got the expansion port on it for the PC-1500 type expansion. These silly sharp things with the foot and the snap, and you don't ever know which side's which. Here's where those paper stand things go into. Okay, and on this side we have the cassette hookup. Okay, this is about what it looked like in the picture. A little bit of discoloration from battery vapors, but all in all, not too bad. The corrosion actually looks minimal, so it's never going to look new, but it should be functional. We might be able to polish this up a bit. The attaché case itself, aside from that one ripped seam, looks really good. Oh, what's in there? Pocket disc labels, nifty. Okay. You know, looking at this again, this piece is separate from the rest of this. So it might be possible to match this paint and kind of repaint this section. Just get enough separation from here that would kind of hide most of the discoloration, but we'll see how that polishes up. Brought my little brass pin. I'm just going to try to polish up some of these contacts. Okay, got the original power adapter here, and this plug is even corroded a bit. If I plug it in, it'll sometime come up with some things, and if I press reset, nothing happens. So it's got some unhappiness there from the battery corrosion. Okay, I'll stop trying that. So this is going to need some repairs. Luckily the main unit looks nice, so hopefully it'll just be a matter of cleaning things up and having it work. So this is going to be another episode or 3 getting all this cleaned up and working again. But I'm relieved it is in the shape I kind of thought it was from the pictures. You know, it looked like they tried to do a good job taking pictures, so still be quite a bit of work, and not quite perfect because of the corrosion damage, but hey, you know, it's old. I'm old and I'm not quite perfect either. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this Ferengi Friday. We had everything from a Zany box of miscellaneous stuff for my friend here to lots of different pocket computer bits and pieces. If you have any questions or comments, well, just leave them in that comment section down there below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks to everyone who helps support the Hey Birt channel through Patreon and other means. And until next time, bye.